And lastly, alam mo minsan nasa Shangri-La ako, nakita ko si Ann Curtis, ang ganda-ganda pala niya. You know, may desire sa loob ko na nag-init talaga.
What's up at welcome sa Pochok Lock. Sa channel nito, may kong sumuri ng mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad at magbigay sa inyo ng masabot kayang alternatibo. Dahil minsan ako ay nasa Shangri-La, nakita ko si Bong Sung Tai. Ang gwapo-gwapo pala niya. Minabuti ko na sa video nito sumuri ng 4 sa mga relo na isinusuot ng kongresistang itong walang kakulangan sa pagkadisente.
May desire sa loob ko na nag-init talaga.
Wrist check muna tayo. Suot ko ngayon ng Argos Intervallum Consistence. I've had this watch for quite a number of weeks already at this point, and I'm ready for the review. The time for release is imminent. Antabayanan nyo po yan. Kung gusto nyo pong ma-notify once the video review drops, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. At bago po tayo magsimula, i-share ko lang, mahilig kasi ako sa mga matatamis. And usong-uso ngayon yung tinatawag na Dubai Chewy Cookie. The best tasting so far would be the one from Bakes. And so kung mahilig kayo sa Dubai Chewy Cookie or gusto nyo lang subukan, gusto nyo ipang regalo, I suggest to give it a shot. Kung o-order po kayo, do tell them I sent you. Hindi na ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. Tara na! Dito tayo sa unang relo ni Kong Bong. Ang kailangan po nating tingnan dito, yung case muna, the shape of the case, na parang TV-like siya. Pero mapapansin nyo, parang at the sides of the case, parang may konting tenga kayo na makikita dyan, even from this angle. Tapos tingnan din natin yung integration niya with the bracelet. And let's look at the bracelet and its style. Specifically, the center link na medyo makintab yan. Even from this angle, you can see that parang blue yung dial niya. And at the 6 o'clock position, there looks to be a sub-dial with a white outline. At dahil sa mga katangian natin, this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980A. So the Nautilus is something that is really familiar when it comes to the watches that we look at, especially pagdating sa mga politiko na parang standard po sa kanila na meron silang Nautilus or Aquanaut in some way, shape, or form. Nagbavary na lang when it comes to the complications. And speaking of the complications, this watch, the 5980A, has a chronograph complication na flyback yan. And in spite of that, it has just this single subdial or what looks to be a single subdial. And I'm really a fan of the streamlined look of this chronograph. And this specific watch is already discontinued, but already on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 5.7 million pesos. Syempre, depende yan sa condition of the watch. Ngayon, when it comes to the alternative, ang napili ko naman ay isang Casio, the ECB S10D 2A, na pinili ko because of the integrated bracelet look, the blue dial. Concession-wise, this is a bit more high-tech kasi pwedeng connect ang relo na ito sa cellphone nyo with the Bluetooth functionality, and there's a combination of the analog and digital displays on this watch. Apart from that, the key concessions would be the finishing of the watch and the materials that are used, and you know the level of, I guess, the watch being an art. Napakaganda ng 5980A, especially the movement inside. So much so that some people consider it art, and Patek Philippe are really the masters of movement. Samantalang ang Casio, very utilitarian when it comes to functionality. And there's not a lot to look at here, pero tingin ko napakaangas ng dating na relo. And this watch, it retails for 15,250 pesos. If you're a fan of the integrated bracelet style and you don't want to break the bank, you like blue dials, I think this is a good watch to go for. So dito naman ang kailangan nating tingnan, the case. Again, it looks like it's TV shaped. Tapos pag tiningnan natin yung sides ng case niya, there's a crown guard and the crown, of course, at the 3 o'clock position. But at the opposite side, at the 9 o'clock position, there seem to be buttons there. Let's look at the color of the case na in this light, it looks like a bit yellowish, but looking at the strap, it's black. And so, looking at the skin tone as well of Bong Sung Tai, parang ang dating sa akin, the case actually has a silver tone. Let's also look at the display of the watch, and there appears to be a sub-dial at the 6 o'clock position. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko din sa Patek Philippe Aquanaut 5614A. So sabi ko nga kanina, maraming politicians na nagsusuot ng Aquanaut pati Nautilus, pataasan na lang ng ihe when it comes to the complications. And this one is quite a complicated watch. It has the travel time functionality, able to track more than one time zone. And lagi ko sinasabi sa channel na to, I'm really a fan of this complication. And so, compared to other Patek Philippe Aquanauts that we have seen on this channel, this is probably my favorite. Now, this watch is not in Patek Philippe's current catalog anymore, but I still see it sell on the secondary market for up to 6 million pesos. Ngayon, when it comes to the alternative, alam nyo naman kung anong sabihin ko, the Mido Multi-4 TV Big Date. I'll just show you the photos here para makita nyo kung bakit ko pinipili as an alternative na to. Kung bakit ko pinipili as an alternative ang relo na ito. And this watch, it retails for 81,000 pesos sa chronicle.ph. Do check out the website. May information dyan kung saan nyo pwede bilhin yung relo. And I'm just really a fan of this watch. In fact, in my very first video reacting to the watches of subscribers, Sir Chito had the Mido Multi-4 TV Big Date. I'm really a fan of that watch. Dito naman sa relong ito ni Gongbong, ang kailangan nating tingnan, yung ano muna, bezel. It seems to be color black. The dial seems to be black as well. There seem to be pushers on the side of the case, above and below the crown. And there seem to be hints of subdials na may silver outline. At dahil sa mga katangin na yan, tingnan ko this is a Rolex Daytona 126500LN. Medyo malabo yung photo dito, but given that this is a watch that I have typically seen on the wrists of lawmakers, I think it's a good hypothesis na isipin ko na isa itong 126500LN. So ang relo na ito, it retails for 995,000 pesos. Hindi pa nahiya ang Rolex, di pa nila ginawang 1 million pesos ang SRP. But on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 2 million pesos. When it comes to the alternative, kung loading nyo to si Bong Suntay, ang pinopropose ko would be a Casio Edifice. I'll just put the reference here. Kaya ako pinipili because of the chronograph functionality, the red accents, the black bezel, the black main dial, the different dial orientation though would be a concession here. It's got a quartz movement, and the finishing, of course, will be night and day, especially comparing it to something like the Daytona. However, it retails for 17,280 pesos, and I think that's quite a bargain for a watch that looks this good. Ang angas ng dating, it's got this Darth Vader vibe about it, or a Kylo Ren vibe about it. Sorry, medyo fan ako ni Kylo Ren. But just when it comes to the looks, I think this watch brings something to the table na medyo unique. And what it lacks when it comes to the finishing department, it makes up for in the design of the watch and just how cool it looks. Dito sa panghuling relo na titingnan natin na suot ni Bong Suntay, ang kailangan nating tingnan, the case shape, mukha siyang Submariner from a distance. But on the side of the case, 9 o'clock position banda, may makita kayong parang maliit dyan na butas. And then if you look at the bezel of this watch, it's got a black bezel or a black bezel insert. You look at the color of the main dial, it looks to be blue, pero parang nagfe-fade siya into black and vice versa. And let's also look at the size of this watch, that it's quite imposing looking, even more than the already imposing looking current references of the Submariner. At dahil sa mga katangin na yan, tingin ko this is a Rolex Deep Sea 13666 So ang relo na ito measures 44 millimeters across. Sabi ko nga, it's chunkier than the Submariner, and it's just a watch that is purpose built for really diving into the depths of the ocean. Kaya nga Deep Sea ang pangalan niyan. And the small thing that I said dun sa gilid ng case at the 9 o'clock position, that's a helium escape valve that I think is being used for saturation diving. Pero wala po akong kaalam-alam dyan. Sa katunayan po, wala namang talagang kailangan ng ganitong functionality. Ang advantage lang dito, syempre, magagamit to ni Gongbong sa baha. At ang relo po na ito, ang retail price niya is 936,000 pesos. But on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 1 million pesos. At the maximum na talaga yan. And that's quite a strange thing for me. I'm a fan of this design. I'm a fan of the dial. I love how big it is, how chunky it is. But for some reason, yung mga styles na gusto ko sa Rolex, they're not that big when it comes to the difference between the maximum secondary market selling price and the retail price of the watch. Siguro hindi talaga pang mainstream yung taste ko. However, when it comes to the alternative, kung loadin nyo si Gongbong, ang pinopropose ko would be the Orient Kamasu 2. So, ang relo na ito, kaya ako pinopropose because of the gradient style of the dial. Fume nga lang siya, hindi katulad nung sa deep sea na top to bottom or bottom to top yung gradient niya. Apart from that, the dive style, of course. When it comes to the concessions, this is a bit smaller by 2 millimeters, and the movement here will be mechanical as well, but not on the same level as the Rolex, and just the finishing of the watches, they could not be more different. I've held the Kamasu 2 in person. It's very rough around the edges, but it's good value for money at 28,200 retail price, and it's frequently discounted, as is the case today sa website ng At Tokyo. So if you're in the market for a unique looking dive watch and you don't have a lot of bandwidth, I think the Orient Kamasu 2 in this specific coloration is a good choice for you. Ayun! Nakita na tayo ng 4 sa mga relo na isinusuot ni Congressman Bong Sung-tay. At ang mga relong ito, kung tama ang aking guess kung ano sila, base sa kanilang mga katangian, kung bibili nyo sila today, maaari kayong abutin ng humigit kumulang 15 million pesos. That's very close to 4 million pesos per watch. Ang laki ng maitutulong yan sa 4th District ng Quezon City. And tingin ko po, the watches on their own are quite formidable, but as a collection, para silang nagsusumigaw na, uy, mayaman ako. And I'm not necessarily a fan of that. Pero kung kailangan kong pumili ng aking paborito sa collection na ito, ang pinaka-paborito ko dyan, yung Rolex Deep Sea. I'm a fan of this dial, and I'm a fan of this unique look comparing it to the normal Submariners that we see. At doon naman po sa alternatives, alam nyo naman na kung anong sasabihin ko, pinaka-paborito ko dyan, yung Mido Multifort TV Big Date. Pero opinion ko lang po yan. Kung iba pong inyong opinion, kung tingin nyo meron pang ibang relo na mas angkop bilang alternative, let me know in the comment section down below. Kung nagustuhan nyo ang video nito, please hit the like button. At kung trip nyo yung ganitong klaseng content, watch reviews, pagsuri sa mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat sa oras ng panonood. Laters, yo!